We all good?
Yep, Speed Highway.
Nice. Alright, time for Speed Highway. Some supersonic speed. That's right, Sonic. Alright, so I actually tried to
abuse. You want to abuse this one, but you didn't abuse freaking from what's it called? The wind stone one. You want to abuse these momentum physics, but you're not going to abuse the other ones.
This is actually the first time that I've actually made a playthrough where I've actually gone on these buildings successfully. I see like a lot of artifacting on my video. Oh fuck. I pressed 1080p. What time are we at?
47, 48, 49, 50.
Okay, I'm only like 1 second behind, so or half a second behind. It shouldn't be. It should be fine.
Cool.
I pressed the 1080p option by accident.
You're a dumbass. Oh.
Oops.
Oh, and you're a fucking idiot.
Hey, I blame the game for that one, but I still lived.
Well, because you got lucky as fuck.
I know. It just like Sonic just randomly slipped off.
What are you doing?
I like running up the walls.
I know that. You don't.
But also, I just hate. Do you find it odd how like Sonic just stops moving once you get to the top of these tunnels?
Well, no.
Like,
That's only because you're not following the physics. It's because you're instantly breaking momentum every time.
I know, but I still feel like
I only had that problem early on when I first started playing the game. After that, I never had a problem again.
I just kind of wish that Sonic could run on top of it.
He can.
That's
what I'm saying.
Not really. He can run in place for a few seconds and then he's done.
Well, no. If you follow the momentum, you can run upside down the whole time, bro. That's what I've done. That's what I'm saying.
How?
Huh?
How?
Don't put sharp changes in momentum.
I wasn't doing that. I was.
One day when I play Sonic Adventure DX in front of you, I'll show you.
Hey, you could always record.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of equipment, sir.
It's not.
Neither do I have
recording
the
stuff isn't that expensive
Neither
anymore.
do I have the money either.
True. So this set piece got put in Sonic Generations.
Thankfully. You're an idiot.
Hey, I don't take any damage from those things, so it doesn't bother me one bit. Ow.
How? You already had an electric
shield. I wanted the shield.
You already have one.
I wanted another.
It doesn't make any sense. You don't get double the shield.
I wish it could work that way.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So now we're in Knuckles' area, which is the daytime section of Speed Highway.
Correct.
Which they never have. They never have this part of the game in Sonic Generations, or they don't really reference it. It's only really the nighttime portions.
Correct.
I thought you had. And that's the end of the level. I think there's like a mission where you have to jump on the fountain right as it's going to its highest point. I think.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while though. It was like, what is that, level B or level A?
I never finished the missions in this game.
Well, in this case, if you do finish that, Metal Sonic, so.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's the missions give you emblems. I think,
yes.
Like after a certain number, and it's getting all the emblems that unlock the Metal Sonic.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Or you can be a cheat like me and simply just activate it through one of the codes / mods in the game.
Hey, yep. To call waifu to call.
Dude, she's like 4,000 years old.
I'm not going to jail.
Okay, touche on that one. Oh yeah, Amy, I forgot about her.
Well, yeah.
This plot, Sonic 06 really was trying to channel Sonic Adventure's plot. I could save Amy, or I could go gambling for 2 hours.
You're fucking kidding me.
Oh, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, that's right, Amy.
You're doing corny ass puns.
I wonder Oh, I just got a...
Why'd you have to...
Oh, okay, I got a message from David.
This is supposed to be a kid's game. Why you gotta make my boy such a gambling addict?
Okay, also, fun fact about Amy's model here is that it's actually using the Dreamcast. It's based on the Dreamcast model rather than her DX model for this particular scene.
Makes sense. Which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, they never bothered to change it to the DX model for this scene. Because the way it works is that Amy's model is like, it's not like her Dreamcast model exactly, it's more like a version of it that got attached to Zero's
the good old egg carrier
hand.
theme music. Man, that theme music brings me back so hard. The egg carrier
Also,
theme music.
those textures on the egg carrier are really low quality, which is probably because it's a massive fucking object.
Yeah.
And the only way they could render it was by making the textures on it shit.
Yeah. Until technology advances and we get a Sonic Adventure remastered DX.
No, I don't want a remaster. I want a remake at this point.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I want a full-on remake.
Yeah, that's true. Because with this movie coming out, the Sonic movie coming out, they might as well do that too.
It's so weird that that movie's coming out on Valentine's Day.
Ah,
Like, hey, baby, want to go on a date? Sure, where? Let's go see the Sonic movie. What?
no, it could be like hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, Sonic keeps on moonwalking here, but I'm trying to stop to show you these trees weren't there originally, and well, the trees weren't there in the DX port at least. They were in the Dreamcast version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're
Like
right.
this is this is one of the areas that has the biggest changes from Dreamcast to DX, in my opinion.
Huh.
It's really strange how they removed them too, like why they had to remove them.
Lightspeed attack.
They add quite a bit of color to the area, and just variety.
Yeah.
Because there's no.
Yeah, I really.
Because aside from like the Mr. Gruen's jungle section, there really isn't an area with this much foliage, I think. So now we got one of the useless power-ups in the game, the Lightspeed attack, which I use exactly twice in this playthrough.
Damn.
It's really not useful due to the charge time.
Ah.
Because like in the time where I can charge up the Lightspeed attack, I can just do 3 homing attacks and be done with all the enemies. Like the only time where I could think it's useful is if you happen to be in nearby a line of rings and you happen to use the line of rings to also attack the enemies. I think Sonic can do that. Also, Red Mountain also got significant changes because you notice that the textures on the side of the mountain are now actually red rather than brown.
Yeah.
And they also have green.
Because I was just like, why does it look like a shit? Literally.
You mean in the DX port?
Yeah.
It's called Red Mountain, but it looks brown.
Tomato. I guess for people.
They just went, fuck it, they won't notice.
You're a fucking idiot.
Everyone. Oh yeah, also that. Hey, don't blame me on that one, okay? Like that, there was no way I could have reacted to that.
Well, that's why you jump in general over them.
I didn't expect that one to blow up under me.
Yeah.
Also, are the explosions random or is there a set pattern?
No, I think there's this. I actually don't know, but then just to not risk it, I never experimented with it, but I was just like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not losing so many rings off of that bullshit.
Well, the thing is, they don't hurt you directly. They just potentially throw you into something that can.
Well, in that case, it's like guaranteed almost, because if you see the way they look, the way they're positioned, it's pretty damn annoying.
Yeah, I don't really like I don't really like too much fuck. I don't really like too much randomness in my video games. Especially when they're platformers. RPGs is one thing, but platformers it's another.
But that's where the comedy comes from.
What, me sucking or me just randomly getting hit by shit that I shouldn't get hit by?
Both.
Okay. Also, I hate this section, so I just skip over it with the spin dash jump.
Oh yeah. That's what you're supposed to do if you're speedrunning.
That camera angle is just ass too.
Yeah, I feel you.
Alright, now we're going into the second part of it.
This is like a Shadow the Hedgehog song.
It's what?
It's like a Shadow the Hedgehog song.
Why would you say that?
Well, not anymore now, but like, because if you like think about it, people say Shadow the Hedgehog is all edgy and shit. So I'm just like, okay, well.
I don't find this music. Okay, I'm not talking about the current theme playing right now, but I mean, like the track for Red Mountain here. I don't think it's that edgy. It's just a different type of music. Like Shadow the Hedgehog had a really hard metal bend to it, like and rock bend more so than I'd argue even
So what do you think?
Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
So what would you classify this to be?
Oh, so that was bullshit. I don't know. I'm not a genre expert on music.
Now. Anything Sonic must be in your playing field, sir.
Well, I wouldn't consider it rock.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I describe most of the music in this game, but I don't think it's not. It doesn't have the same like sort of sound as. Yeah, as I teleport towards it, or as I slide right towards lava.
Oh, you missed.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. That was the game's fault.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's like that moment in Sonic 06 where there's that entire line of rings, and Sonic just blows right past them, even though it's a set piece, an automated set piece that you can't control.
Sure.
Bro, groceries.
Oh fuck.
What?
You got to do groceries?
Yeah. My mom just came home.
Okay, can we like pause the recording real quick?
Sure.
And we're back. The greatest enemy to the Sonic Adventure commentary. Groceries.
Bye.
Oh yeah, also Tails is fine.
Of course he's fine. He's motherfucking Tails.
I actually kind of like how... Okay, I'm not really sure how to feel about this because, like, on one hand, the way Sonic Adventure does this scene is cool because it gives time away for both characters. So in a sense, it allows Tails to gain a little bit of independence, which is what his arc was supposed to be in this game until they forgot about it. But at the same time, I kind of like how Sonic Adventure DX does it, where Tails just sort of wakes up from Fever Dream, and Sonic's right there rewatching their failed footage of their failed attempt of fighting Eggman.
Yeah.
I kind of like both scenes in a way. Oh yeah, also I've realized when playing this in HD, in this playthrough actually, that those green balls, those aren't like wind streaks or something like that. I think those are supposed to be laser blasts from the fighters. But the developers never gave them hit detection, so they can't hurt you.
What did you think they were before?
I thought they were like wind lines or something like that.
No.
Or like debris in the air or something.
No, they're too neon to be.
Well, when I played the game last on GameCube, I was playing on a CRT, so it wasn't easy to see their color.
Well, I did.
But in
too.
HD, you can clearly tell that they were supposed to be like laser blasts, but they never bothered to put in the hit detection for them. So I think yeah, it works for us, but it makes these sections just really lackluster and boring. Like, I think in the first Sky Act, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I've managed to do a playthrough where I basically just shunt off Tails and Sonic to like one corner of the screen and just leave, and I don't even touch the control stick the entire time, and I flew past the section.
Really?
Yeah. The only things that can hit you are in that case, the only things that can hit you, and even then it's only some of the time, are the cannon fire.
I remember I was upset when I realized that when I was like, oh shit, the plane transformed, I'm about to get lit. No difference really at all.
Well, actually, there is a slight difference. The ship moves slightly faster.
Well,
and it kind of handles a bit better, but other than that, nothing different.
Yeah, I was just like, oh shit. But I was like,
it's
really?
almost purely cosmetic, and as we'll find out in a few minutes, Tails forgot to put a landing gear in this mode.
Yep. Good times.
Why he didn't just like change the ship back to its original form?
Back as he's landing, yeah. I was like,
that's always what bothered me as a kid. It just goes like, Tails, you could just transform this back. Well, you don't have to stay here.
Geniuses do forget about common sense, you know, I guess. Because Tails is a child prodigy child mechanic prodigy mechanic.
Just say he's a genius. There we go.
Hey.
Also, I think those, now that I'm looking at them, I think those claw things are actually JPEGs.
Really? Well, yeah, that would make sense.
They kind of look like it.
I mean, it would make sense since you can't even hit them or get
hit. Yeah,
hit
it's
by
not
them.
like you're going to see the backside of them. or you're going to see him from any other angle. It's always interesting to see the developer tricks that they use to make sure the game runs smoothly.
Well, they kind of have to with the limitations of the systems they've dealt with.
Yeah, but it's always interesting to figure it out. Also, I think I one-suckle this guy.
That's my boy.
There we go. I think I managed to beat him without him even getting the chance to fire his laser. Though it's been years since I've done that. I was able to do it pretty consistently too.
Hmm.
Alrighty, we're in.
Coming in for a landing, and it's going to be a crash landing. What?
Whoops. I forgot something. What's that? There's no landing gear in
Good
this
job.
mode.
Change the damn mode
Just
now.
change the mode. Just pull up and then change the mode. There's nothing stopping you, Tails. Like, you basically took out the egg carrier's defenses. I thought that's the whole point of that level.
This thing is really huge.
Now, in this scene, it just kind of looks like the ship is just tilted to the side. But I believe if you come back here in some points, I think in Big Story, when he comes back here, the wings are clearly clipping into the ground.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, also I sit here for a good few minutes because I think
Why?
at this point I walked away. And I'm back.
This ship is too
Ah.
I think I walked away because I was just like, cutscene's playing. I think I have enough time to walk away for a sec.
Ah.
ideas, you fool.
I like that music change too. Oh, good times.
You haven't seen the power.
Oh yeah, we're also about to get one of Eggman's boss lines.
Yep.
Get a load of this, get a load of this, get a load of, get a load of this.
Eggman always has one catchphrase, at least one catchphrase in every Sonic game. The more
Oh yeah,
the
and
merrier.
in Shadow the Hedgehog, each of the boss fights with him has a different catchphrase.
Yeah,
with his
exactly. Like
egg
when
breaker.
he's what's it called, egg smasher, like when he's the hammer Eggman, he's like, you know what they say, the more
The
the
more
merrier.
the merrier. Except that's only the line he repeats in
When you
the
were fighting him in
stage
the
after
castle,
in the
Ghost
digital
Castle.
world.
That and in the Ghost Castle too, I think. Whenever
No,
he
he actually no. He said I think he says lights out. Unless I'm thinking
yeah.
of the one in jungle.
No, that's
jungle.
jungle. That's jungle. Because whenever he does an AOE is when he says the more the merrier.
Sky deck.
Yeah, and then when he does the attack where he's gonna slam his fists down, he just goes lights out, lights
Yep.
out.
Yep.
You know what they say. The more the merrier. You know
Yep.
what they say.
Yep.
It's practically tradition at this point that Eggman repeats a stupid line when he speaks during boss fights.
Yep.
Alright, so
Good.
now we are at Skydeck, and we kind of glossed over this, but whenever any character gets to like that point of the Skydeck, they just start rotating around in the opposite direction.
Yep.
I kind of wish they would have fixed that, but I guess that's low on their priority list.
From here.
Yes, Sonic, it's very high up. You can easily fall from here. Okay, so you got any stories to say about this stage? Because don't have much.
I've literally, you lucky son of a bitch, I've literally mastered the shit out of this stage. I remember I used to die so much. Like, I didn't know about those guns at first, so I remember I died to that ASAP. I died to all these motherfuckers so much. This stage, I think, was hands down the hardest, like, that I ever had to deal with, like, Sonic-wise. Like, the first time I
I'd
glitched.
say
I-
more the second half for me. The second half killed me with the wind most of the time.
Well, the wind was easy for me, because I was like, okay, just don't, what's it
Oh,
called?
so we had like opposite experiences. I don't remember the first half of this level being that hard. It's the second half that was a bitch.
Yeah, because for me it was more like, okay, just don't be an idiot and like hold the wind. Because I used the wind to my advantage. I was like, okay, I get to control momentum. It'll give me momentum to do something, so I just get to.
Oh yeah, also here's a bit of bullshit. The
Yeah,
automated section, what happened there is that the automated section forced Sonic to
To speed
run
up.
at full
Yeah.
speed suddenly, and I wasn't expecting that. So then I died and just overshot my jump.
Good times.
Thanks, game, for automating a section that didn't really need to be automated at that point. Also, the automation decides to go screwy here.
Yeah, it always does. I think there's
Well,
like a.
I usually don't have problems with that section. It was just that
bruh.
instance.
You're just that lucky. The freaking collision system in this damn level is atrocious.
Uh-huh. I also decided to go around this path because I haven't really been here before.
Really?
No, I never really explored this part of the level. And bitch. I'm also surprised I didn't just get like cleaved from Sonic trying to do the spin dash against that enemy.
My guy.
Yeah, rings protect you, remember? Go, go, go. You know you could jump,
Hey,
right?
I have invincibility, so I'm fine.
Well, that's what I said. Go, go, go. That's why I said that.
Bro.
Oh yeah, you have to stop, because if you don't stop, you have to,
Is your
What's it
family
called?
calling you, or are you just...
Alright, now you just know everyone.
Alright, I guess we got pause again.
Alright, just pause the video.
I'm calling you.
Yep.
Oh. I got no idea how the hell I'm gonna edit this.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Just
I don't
try
know.
it.
Maybe I'll just have to maybe I'll just have to make an edit where I Thanos you or something.
Ha ha ha. Well,
Like
just,
you just like then.
let's make it to the second half of this video first. Or not
Well,
the
we
video.
are in
oh,
the second half. Let's just make it to the end of the video first.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, as in, like, you to the second half of the stage.
Oh yeah. Okay, so now we just gotta take down the cannon. Oh yeah, when I was co-commentator with Josh in his SADX live streams, this cannon, like when he fired the rocket, it didn't destroy the cannon.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
I've never had that happen to me before. He had to do. Actually, he didn't even do it. Tails wound up doing it, which was funny. So like, I kind of don't like this section for how bumpy it is now, because like I can't just spam the spin dash mindlessly like I've been doing, because I'll just immediately kill my momentum. Alright, so this section it's pretty easy to die in, because like if you're not paying attention, because the floor sinks.
Yep.
It's not random, there's a set pattern to it, but you just gotta be, you might want to hurry up.
Well, you're supposed to hurry up.
Alright, and also I managed to do this very quickly, which usually doesn't happen. Oh yeah, also, canonically speaking, Knuckles is on this stage around roughly the same time as we are.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
the tilt of this section
It's
is
due to
basically, it's due to him.
Yeah.
A constant joke I was making in the live stream was, God damn it, Knuckles, stop changing the tilt of the ship.
But he has to, it's his job.
I guess he has to get certain emeralds, but it's just like if we have a remake, I just want there to be like a Knuckles model nearby the head of the ship or something, or maybe one flying far overhead. You know, like sort of that Cream does sometimes.
Yeah. I hated this part. This part took forever.
Until you realize you can just cheese it by just doing a well-timed spin dash
not
jump.
that. I figured that out like pretty soon. I was like, wait, I can just like it takes time for it to tilt. Okay, fuck this shit. I was like, momentum, take the wheel.
Oh yeah, also this happens. I didn't even know there were rings down here.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I never went up there.
Wow.
I've never fallen there specifically. Also, when Sonic is hanging from the bars, his pupils disappear.
Yeah, I noticed that too when I played it before in the past.
It's because his pupils are a separate model
Which
from
cracks me up.
the rest of his eyes and body. Also, I decided to go pro and just like jump down the flight of stairs. Or
Well, yeah, you're supposed to. I mean, you can
well,
do it.
no, you can manually run down it. I've done it 100 times before. This
I
time
know.
I just said, fuck it. I don't feel
Well,
like
no,
it this time.
I know that. You can do it the first time playing or want to play for a long time way. Do you know the best thing that having a follower does for you in this game?
What?
Getting those damn animals after the carrier.
Extend my hurt box, Tails.
Yeah. My grab box, you mean? You know, hurt the birds. We don't do animal cruelty on this
Well,
channel.
no,
Peter.
hurt box refers to your model itself.
Oh, I thought you said hitbox.
No, yes, extend my hitbox, Tails, so I can beat the shit out of birds.
Round
Bitch slap
two.
them with your tail. Z.
Alright, Zero Sun. Oh no, yeah, Zero
Oh yeah,
Sun.
we're gonna add to the counter the number of times that Sonic and company just lose a Chaos Emerald due to stupid reasons.
Yep.
Because the birdie actually had a Chaos Emerald.
Yep.
No way!
How he fit it there, Who knows?
I'm impressed.
I always thought that the Chaos Emerald was like in his necklace, but that necklace is too small for the Chaos Emerald to fit there.
Well, where is
And the
it
Chaos
then?
Emerald is the size of the bird itself, so I don't think it ate it.
Well, that's what I say. Where do you think it is then?
I don't know. You just get phases out of existence until Eggman grabs it.
That's true. Gamma, my boy's story.
Oh yeah. We'll get more into Gamma's story when he comes
Yeah,
comes back.
I feel like his story was the best out of all the.
Yes, because it had a very definitive arc. It's actually the arc that Shadow is gonna actually kind of followed. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
so weirdly enough, Gamma's like a proto Shadow in a sense.
Yep. All I know, basically, for all you philosophy like nerds out there, Gamma is like your story to play. The existentialism is
It's
insane.
probably also the best executed out of all the arcs this game tries to set up,
Yep.
and the
Best-
one that's the most definitive, given that Gamma doesn't come back.
Yep.
Because like in Amy and Tails' case, like they just kind of forget about their arcs altogether. And Knuckles, it takes a little while, but eventually they forget about his arc too.
Yeah. Well, no, Amy's was not bad because they actually did a good collab with Gamma's arc. You know.
I know, but I'm saying that the developers and writers forgot about the arc at the next game, because in the next game, Amy doesn't do shit.
Yeah,
really.
sure. Oh,
Except in
yeah.
the final scene of the game, and that's just talking with Shadow.
Yeah, that's why I think like two of the best stories is Amy and Gamma in this game.
In isolation, Amy's is good. In isolation. It could still be done
Better?
Better?
Of course, which is what the remake's gonna be, right, guys out there in Sega?
right, sure. I honestly don't... I'm not even sure if Sega
bro,
would
there's so many
want
fan
to...
games out there that are like god tier.
I
just
think
like-
I mentioned this before on like either in the commentary or on the live stream with Josh. But if Sega wanted to do a remake of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, the time to do it would have been about 10 years ago.
If I'm to continue,
Like, at this point, opinions on the game on the internet have changed so radically that I'm not sure if the remakes would do very good now.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sonic
'Cause, like, at
Adventure
this
movie's
point,
coming out,
there's-
so they might as well bandwagon with it.
It's just like, at this point, things in the Sonic franchise have just changed so much that I don't think such remakes would even be successful, if they could
But
even
yeah,
pull them off at all.
because the story would be all types of fucked up.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that opinions on this game have just changed, and in Adventure 2 even more so. That these are just like not very good games, and yeah, they're not very polished games,
Yeah.
but they're not bad either. But a lot of the opinions have kind of went negative on this, even among Sonic fans, and it's kind of disheartening to see.
Yeah.
But Sega basically, I feel like, has wasted an opportunity to really remake these games, and I don't think they're ever going to happen
My boy
because it just. Oh yeah, also fun fact, Big the Cat was introduced into this game to advertise the fishing peripheral for the Dreamcast.
Big. Ah.
That never got, and there was never an equivalent for the GameCube that I'm aware of. So Big's just a relic of a tech demo, essentially.
Froggy. Fish the motherfucker out.
Oh yeah, also, I don't know if I mentioned this on commentary, but this guy is voiced by, Big in this game is voiced by John St. John, aka Duke Nukem.
Yeah,
And
you told me that, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know if I mentioned it on commentary. But basically, John St. John, when he was talking with the voice director for this game, who would wind up voicing Rouge the Bat in Sonic Adventure 2, she basically said, we need this voice for this dumb purple cat thing. It goes like, oh, you mean like this? And it goes like, yes, exactly like that. And then he just like, no. And apparently, according to like what I've watched of FTCR, apparently like if you bring up Big the Cat to him in any capacity, he just
what
like...
the fuck was that? Did you
I
really?
don't even know. I think it just canceled for no reason, and I have no idea why. Also, you got... Oh, what the fuck?
You're dumbass.
I forgot about that. It
Yes,
went
yeah.
right through him.
Yes.
So due to jank, this boss fight goes on longer than I wanted to. Like that.
What are you doing?
I was trying to throw it before he transformed, but it doesn't work that way apparently. Once he's set to transform, his hitbox is no longer active for freezing him.
Correct.
Which is stupid, because this boss fight's boring. Okay, oh. And I just decided to... I believe if you use the light speed attack, it does double damage.
Yes.
I know for Knuckles' maximum heat Knuckles attack, it does double damage. Okay, am I going to try it again? No, I'm not. I just decided not to, because after my first attempt, didn't work at all. There we go, and the boss fight is done. And we only
way.
we
I can't believe this.
Yeah, no way, you can't believe this. You helped us, jackass.
Oh, he's a dumbass.
IQ of 300, my ass. You're the one who allowed us to beat Chaos.
Sonic.
Oh yeah, hey Knuckles.
Where my boy Big go? One thinks.
Glad you finally made
And
in
Raptor
his-
Froggy, one thinks.
Yeah, in his story, it doesn't really match up with what happens in his story. Where he first gets Froggy and then just bails out.
That's whenever Eggman does that, I think I'm a head out. Meow. I
You're
love
a
how they
cat?
show it 3 times.
They're really impressed with that animation.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so that's the end of this part. I guess, did you end your recording?
No.
Okay. See you guys next time.
See ya.